So I don't expect this video to get more than a handful of views, but I have to put it out there if something happens. I'm predicting the Cumbre Vieja volcano of La Palma to erupt again on November 1st and the landslide tsunami to follow soon after. So back in March I was decoding this La Palma Netflix series that premiered on 12th of December last year in 2024. And I found a number that stood out, and I used Gematria as the main tool, and I was looking, like what kind of like effects did they highlight as like things like license plates and so on. And I found the number 324. It stood out as if it was like the main code for like hiding in plain sight when the tsunami is gonna come. So I've been able to reach a lot of people in my mother tongue Danish on TikTok and made people aware about this, but I'm totally shadow banned on YouTube, and I don't expect anybody to hear this. But so last week, I had to maintain my own life, go to slave work and all this, but last week I was playing around with numbers like for the first time in half a year, and then I found something astonishing. This number resurfaced, and I was looking at the date November 1st, which comes 324 days after the Netflix series premiered on Netflix on December 12th of 2024. Moreover, it's going to be 3 years and 324 days since the last eruption of Cumbre Vieja. It ended in 2021 on December 13th. But what really blew me away is that November 1st of this year marks the 270-year anniversary of the Great Lisbon earthquake and tsunami. And 270 years is equivalent to 3,240 months. So in numerology, that's similar to 324, because 0 is null, is cancelled, don't count for nothing. And this earthquake and tsunami back in 1755 in Lisbon, was not any earthquake, and it was a major tsunami. It killed 50,000 people, both the earthquake and tsunami, and they say it changed everything. Portugal used to be the second biggest colonial empire after Britain. It was the gate to the new world in Southern America, and it happened on Feast of All Saints. It's going to be All Saints Day again this year, November 2nd, I think. But everything changed in our part of the world, in Western Europe at least. They say it kickstarted the Age of Enlightenment, and peculiar enough, the Bavarian Illuminati began in 1776, and everything kind of changed from there up in the 1800s, and the industrialization followed again 1.5 century after, whatever. And so 3 really strong connections on this number 324 on the clock right there. So we used to be like at least a handful of guys that was warning against this. There's maybe only really one left, and I hope he watches this video, Israel Diego Rivera, the genius, which made like a big contribution to this. The world has really changed, and the YouTube game really changed in these past 10 years when I was onto the first wave of the leaked flat Earth YouTube gatekeep leak back in 2014-15, when the censorship has been like irresistible since at least 2017-18. And again, I don't expect this video to gain more than a couple of dozen of views, but again, I had to do it. I can say that I'm calm in this regard anyhow, because I've been able to, on TikTok, again, in my mother tongue, been able to speak about this and made the young people aware about these landslide tsunami concepts and the idea that they are man-made and planned for a certain date. Like I was speaking for years about how the Indian Ocean tsunami, for example, was planned to the date the Tohoku tsunami of 2011. they were all planned and engineered. I found that a submarine, USS San Francisco, must have had like a pivotal role in engineering the Sumatra, the Indian Ocean tsunami of 2004. Because they made kind of a straw man. They say it crashed into an undersea seamount, and everything about this documentary made about it seems fake. So I know for untrained ears you might think that it sounds far-fetched and that they're not able to manipulate nature in this way, but anyone who has a little critical sense and, you know, have let go of the authority complex know that they're able to, and have seen with how they script things with gematria, and you know, you apply a probability math to these coincidences, and again you realize that this shit is it's reality surpasses fiction every time. So I just had to get it out there. I hope the right people watches this, or those who have. Again, nothing's gonna happen surely, but I did my part at least.